Hello and welcome to my talk for this week. We've overcome some of the technical difficulties that we've had by taking the nuclear option, which is the removal of the battery from the laptop. Having spent most of my formative years studying English literature, there are some poems and poets which stick in the mind. One of them is John Keats. He's often portrayed as a tragic figure of romantic poetry who died at the age of 26 from what was then known as consumption. His heart's desire was to write a great epic poem, and he made several attempts. Yet, in my view, his greatest work came through his odes. Here is part of one called To Autumn. Season of mists and mellow fruitfulness, close bosom friend of the maturing sun, conspiring with him to load and bless with fruit the vines that round the thatch eaves run, to bend with apples the mossed cottage trees, and fill all fruit with ripeness to the core. And later in the same ode, or by a cider press with patient look, thou watchest the last oozings hours by hours. All Keats's odes have this juxtaposition between beauty and pain. The beautiful full apples around the cottage door end up being crushed in the cider press. Keats is investigating one of the great questions in the world. How do beauty and horror exist alongside of each other? This is part of the narrative of the Old Testament. There we find the story of God's relationship with the people of Israel through the covenant. But there's also this mysterious conflict between God's good creation and the dark powers. It's found in places like Genesis when the serpent tempts Adam and Eve to turn away from God. It's highlighted in the book of Job where Satan tries to make Job curse God. The conflict has perplexed human beings for generations, and it continues to do so today. As we sit amongst the beauty of fall colours, why is it that COVID-19 stalks the land? There are many wars and rumours of wars. Things are making us feel insecure in our world today. It's hard for us to know where the conflict comes from, but as Christians we can point to the resolution. The whole creation recognizes the issue and groans in pain, crying to see it end. In his death, Jesus defeats the dark powers and shows the way to the victory of God and the full restoration of the good creation. The resurrection is the forerunner of all that is promised to us and to everything in creation, the new heaven and the new earth, where there will be no more tears or pain. Once again, thank you for listening. I trust that you'll have a good day. God bless and stay safe.